You tried a little bit too hard. Which is like the story of your life.
Oh. And I'm back. I'm doing it today by Jake.
Hello.
And Lachlan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to roll your name, but...
Lachlan.
Well done. Well done. Yeah. How's the week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Jake?
I'm memeing again. I've gone back to Peel McKnights. My life means nothing.
Oh, this is so sad.
Not really.
Lachlan, yours?
I didn't play this week.
Oh, what are you in today?
He was in the tournament, but
I didn't get to play.
Everyone
the game
gets
doesn't
shit, so
allow
I
you
didn't
to
get
play. No, I've. And then what happened the last game? You won the dice roll, right? In our game.
yes.
I won.
6 dice rolls in a row I've lost. At some point, you're just unlucky, and so I've decided to stop playing.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere but online.
Yeah, I'm probably getting close to that point despite putting the most money I've put into product. That's only 2 boxes. That's pretty good pulls for 2 boxes.
Yeah, you opened like 4 cases of... No.
1 case.
No, you opened 6 boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, my week in Yu-Gi-Oh was I bought half a case of... Actually, yeah, Jake and me went halvesies in a case of the Gold Sarc tins. So
Get that video. It's on the
Yeah.
channel. You can see what we pulled.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
We won't tell you here.
I will. I'm more trash.
I mean, they're probably going to watch the video before they listen to this. For the audio listeners.
Audio listeners,
Yeah.
go watch the video.
True. It's just kind of hard to talk about. Like, that's the only thing I did in Yu-Gi-Oh this week, and now I'm using it to fully plug into there. I probably should have
So you
spoken
can
more.
talk about mine. Mine aren't on the channel.
True.
Mine were trash.
Yeah, so, I mean, the tin, the promos are great.
Yes, but you need more of them.
Yeah. Oh, and then the packs themselves, I only got 3 notable short prints.
Yeah.
Yeah, short printing half of the stuff is pretty...
Yeah, and I feel like this year in particular, with those kind of reprint sets, they've been very much on top of doing short prints of the good stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was like maybe half as much got short printed.
Yeah, so those Ultra Dangers and stuff I think are still going to be not as pricey, but they'll still fetch a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
Like, they're not... Which is probably where they should be at. Like, I assume they're going to be about $20 each. 20 to 30. Woohoo.
Maybe not even that much, because that's what the secrets are at the moment.
Oh, cool. I mean, I thought they short printed the Ultras as well. And, it's the same pull rate, so...
Yeah. It's interesting. Well, it's not...
I guess you only need 2 now, though, so for the Dangers.
Yeah.
What else was in the set that was notable? That was cool.
Cool
we
nice.
only 1 rock in our case, right?
2. I got 1.
Oh, you got 1? Yeah, right. So, yeah.
I mean, you didn't get 1. Watch the video.
He pulled 8.
Moving on. YCS Port was on the weekend. We forgot to mention in the last podcast leading into. Did anyone read the coverage over the weekend?
I love reading, and I read the coverage of the last round.
Yeah.
The final.
I
Striker won. And I think that's the only notable thing that happened in that final.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, so the final 2 decks were Grand Marju and Sky Striker.
Golden Castle, Grand Marju more
Oh,
specifically.
yeah, true. Which is kind of weird that this...
Loz has been saying for about 8 months that that's bad.
Yep.
Like he has, hasn't he?
That deck has existed long before this.
Yeah.
So
and I think it's better once they get the rock in there.
Yeah. Well,
because they can main
because
it.
then they have like a 10,800 monster they have to beat over.
Yeah, and they're one of the only. They're one of the only things that can do that.
Yeah, but then they don't get the direct attack, which is what they want.
Mm-hmm. All good players will link it off anyway.
So did we have any tournaments after... Yeah, I guess we didn't really have any tournaments after the last set to have a look. Like, this is the first deck that Grand Marju... This is the first YCS that Grand Marju has the new Secret Rare Snake.
Yes.
Is Snake that good?
No.
Well,
It just banishes more cards.
yeah,
People
so
are
that's it.
starting to play Snake in other decks.
Yeah, but you can play.
Like, you could
lots
search
of stuff in
Snake
other
with
decks.
Crescendo.
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
People do.
They should be shot.
Wow. No, I definitely so this is the first tournament since they got it. Surely that means this or else every other Grand Margie deck before this would have done better. Because this deck's definitely been played at every other YCS.
Yeah, I think the player probably has something to do with it as well. Because it's like, although the deck in concept has been around, there's definitely been cards in there that haven't existed, like Gizmek, but there's been other ones as well. Like there's a Link 2 that both can add a field spell from deck to hand and protect field spells while it's on field as well. And with that combination of being able to protect the field spell and the field spell protecting your monsters from battle destruction, I think that combination is fairly strong. But yeah, I think the player probably had a lot to do with that as well. Not to mention the fact that every other deck has been fairly well restricted since then too.
Yeah. Skystrikers seem to be doing pretty well out of that. I was watching the other pro play.
They have been the best deck for like a year and 8 months.
So even that's the thing. It was very much they hampered everything else, and then so Sky Striker loses their crazy combos consistently with multi-roll, but now it's just back to just good control.
That's it. Like they just go back to maining shit like there can only be one, and all
God,
that
that
stuff.
card.
I hate that card so much.
I hate it because every card in my deck is a machine.
I might need to play a set, by the way.
I want to play it and play like.
I don't think I want to run in Guru. Oh yeah, so since the Rock's coming out, I'm pretty sure I'm switching to Guru because prank kids get fucked.
Yeah, every deck gets fucked.
Yeah, every deck is, but
So I'm gonna go second.
God, it's just so. I mean, I guess these last 3 weeks are getting pretty repetitive. We are freaking out about this card. Well, 2 of us are. Jake seems pretty chill over there.
He's going to be the one who plays it.
Yep.
Yeah, the rest of the top 32 was 5 salad, 5 Sky Striker, 4 Endemonian Pendulum, 4 Crusadia Thunder, 3 Danger Orcus, 2 Altergeist, and then 1 Lunalite Orcus, 1 Danger Orcus, 1 Goaki Orcus, 1 Warrior Orcus, 1 Shujaku, 1 Thunder Dragon, 1 Necroz, then the Golden Castle Grand Marju, and then 1 Subterra.
The Necros got top 16 too. He only lost to. No, he lost to
Grand Marju?
Yeah, Grand Marju, and it's only because the Necros player misplayed too.
Damn.
Like the Grand Marju player says so in his deck profile. He says, "I was super lucky to get past the Necros player."
Yeah, I guess the tournament goes that long, get a bit tired, start misplaying.
Oh, not in round 16. Top 16.
Yeah.
I would never
Definitely.
misplay that high.
You would.
The pressure's on. The Konami, there's no, you're not on stream, but the Konami writer's writing down every incorrect move you make. Yeah, there's a few weird misplay, like either misplays, cheating that you can either attribute to the player or, they wrote it wrong. Actually, I think it was that Necroz player that used Extravagance and then later used the Valk draw.
Oh. Did the judges let him do it?
Well, I mean, it was what's written down. So otherwise, maybe the writer fucked up and he actually used Valk for the next turn.
Konami being
We'd be able to clarify this if they put it on stream.
Yeah. I don't know. They make so much money. Everyone goes, budgets, la la la, running a little loss and stuff. I kind of half bought into it, but no, I'm calling bullshit. Premium events are a major selling point for this game, and without premium events, why do you even have a competitive card game? So therefore,
how's it
stream it
competitive?
properly. Come on, it's 2019.
It is the current year.
Anyway, next YCS is in a couple weeks, I'm pretty sure. Woohoo. Into the product stuff. OCG is getting Dark Ruler no more.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, you said this last week and it made me
So
angry.
OCG is ruined
No,
as
so
well.
they confirm they're getting the Rock, so they're getting every single one.
That's so dumb. I'm back on my thing from last week. I'm angry. It's so shit that we've waited so long. Not like put bloody needle fiber aside. We've waited so long just for basic shit. Like Lachlan waited 2 years for his fucking Yosenju shit. We still haven't got the Dark Lord link. We only just got the bloody
It just seems to be a disparity between the two games in that they favour the OCG.
Oh, 100%. The fucking OCG is the golden child. They get everything that they want.
I think, if we had an import pack...
Cosmo were pretty cool.
Yeah. And they did have
That's
to wait
the
the full year for Cosmo.
Yeah, and but that's really all they've had to wait for.
On BA.
Subterra and Spiral too.
Yeah, but Subterra only became good once they got it.
Yeah, Spiral was good here before it was good over there. No, it only got good once it went over there.
It only got good when it got over there.
Yeah, they got it.
And
BA,
Vendread both only got links when they went to the OCG.
Yeah. I thought BA was a TCG exclusive.
Yeah, BA was TCG exclusive and only really did perform well here. The OCG, the OCG still didn't... it performed pretty well enough that they hit...
BA is probably the best ever TCG exclusive then.
Yeah. But, they still have a whole bunch of weird shit, like, in their format that BA got banned for us, so what do you do?
Mm.
So they still have, Jin, I'm pretty sure, which is kind of crazy. Because I remember that, I mentioned this on the podcast before, but that's just wild that, they have a BA deck that runs Malakota with Jin.
What?
Yeah. The ritual BA.
Yeah, I know what he is, I just don't understand why. Even putting Jin aside,
Doesn't do very well. It did okay for a couple.
It's had a few tops.
That's so cute to me.
I don't even know what Malakota does. That's how...
Looking it up.
Seldom.
Yeah, I don't speak amongst yourselves while I look it up.
This is purely a speak amongst yourselves. So Duel Links is getting a new set in a few days, which gets Master Hyperion. Jake, are you now interested in Duel Links?
Between fucking Metaphys being playable and Master Hyperion, I might have to dive in for a bit.
There's no Yosenju Duel Links.
And they're printing Scrap Dragon as well.
There's 1, 2, 3 spots.
Wait, but what other support have they got other than Master Hyperion? Any
don't
other agents
know.
No?
The card reads... Oh no. You can ritual summon this... the card in question being Malakoda, Netherlord of the Burning Abyss. You can ritual summon this card with good and evil in the Burning Abyss. It must be ritual summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can send one Burning Abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard. Then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Till the end of this turn, that target loses attack and defense equal to the attack and defense of the Burning Abyss monster sent to the graveyard this way. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You can target one card on the field, send it to the graveyard.
This is the worst thing ever.
Well,
But if you make it Vanity's Emptiness...
You make it Vanity's Emptiness for them, and you get your BA effects right when you tribute them, for the summon.
When you send
It's not that bad. And it protects itself too.
Jin's the only thing that makes that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But it makes it really good.
What was that?
Sorry, ads.
I
I thought you ripped your pants or something.
What the fuck?
I don't know, it sounded like a rip.
Alright. Moving on to an actual question that I found on the internet, which I kind of want to pose to us. Because not much product stuff came out this week. So I've got to cover it with content that I found.
There's new sleeves available in a couple of weeks. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Oh, this sleeve's nice.
Yeah, they're sort of those... they're kind of a similar design to the Worlds sleeves that you get for Oceanics and stuff. But you can just buy them. And you can get a matching deck box.
Deck boxes are cool.
So I was lurking Reddit, Yu-Gi-Oh! Reddit.
I love Reddit.
And, I'm indifferent to it. That's why I never really mention it.
Did you hear Reddit got bought out by the Chinese?
No way.
No, honest. $150 million from Tencent.
150 million.
Yeah, into Reddit. They invested $150 million into Reddit. Tencent, you know the company?
Yeah.
That does like League of Legends and shit. Well, Riot does League of Legends, but Riot's owned by Tencent. And now, if you search Hong Kong...
Oh, here we go.
No, honest. If you search Hong Kong in the search bar on Reddit, it comes up with r/Hong_Kong, which is a pro-China subreddit. And it only has like 1,500 subs, whereas the actual Hong Kong subreddit, which is like active and has a lot more subs, gets hidden.
Tiananmen Square.
Chairman Mao.
Anyway, so on a non-Chinese owned subreddit,
Maybe.
God Tier Rollins, a
Yeah,
user
no.
asked, what was your incorrect meta call for an event?
Oh, bro, everything.
So
Every decision I've ever made.
no, I think we can kind of put this to whether or not you turned up with like your favorite deck or whatever. But like, have you specifically teched a card or chosen a whole deck going, this counters everything in the meta, I'm gonna win?
I'm gonna put my hand up immediately to the time I went with LLDS, and I was like, with Blue Eyes, and I was like, oh, I want to play Chaos Max, but Galaxy Soldier's pretty good too. So I put both of them in the deck. Because I was like, I'll just negate their stuff and then attack. And that was the day.
¿Por qué no les das?
That was the day someone dropped Trish on me. Like, Trishula of the Ice Barrier or some
The
shit.
Synchro Trish.
Synchro Trish. They dropped that on me, and the card they banished from my hand was an effect failure. I put it there. The guy looked at it and looked at me. I looked down, looked back at him, and I went, "You're not going to let me take that back, are you?" He's like, "Nope." I think that guy's name was Edward. Shout out to you, Edward.
How are you, Jake? Any?
Yeah, for
Anything that bad?
Oh, never that bad. Like, that's just a terrible, terrible misplay. So I think my worst one was right when Sky Strikers came out. I had pretty much the entirety of the deck, and what I decided to do, like, I think a popular thing at that time was to splash Sky Striker with other stuff, because all you had was Kigari Shizuku.
Brandish, yes,
And-
and you.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I did Sky Striker Invoked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can.
You need normal
So-
summon in Sky Striker, though.
Yeah.
No, but you could just
Well,
use
that's the thing.
Hornets.
You had 3 drones.
Yeah.
So, like, there was things that you could do, but the thing is that, like, you couldn't do both. At that point, you didn't have any Sky
Well,
Striker
drones
that pointed
made
down.
the Invoked Link.
The Invoked Link wasn't out by then. That was the biggest problem, is that the Invoked Link wasn't there. If you had the Invoked Link and all 3 drones and all 3 engaged,
Well,
and all
drones
that
was
kind of shit,
insane.
it would have been the best deck. But it wasn't. Like, the only thing that worked well with that deck is, like, you started doing Link plays, and then, like, your Phoenix, like, first thing Trick Stars in particular, you make Phoenix and target a random back row, and it ends up being Scapegoat. And they chain Scapegoat in response, and then you have 4 0 defense monsters and a live invocation with the fire monster that you have to summon because you've summoned Phoenix, and you'd be like, "Oh, you're dead."
But it didn't turn out like that.
What?
It didn't turn out.
It turned out like that once, and I think it was against Yahweh actually.
Of course.
Poor bastard. He's actually like, I mean, yeah, he's.
He's an okay fella.
Oh no, yeah, like
Yahweh's
because.
heaps chill. I liked it. I liked
Well,
Yahweh.
my bad choice was Cosmo, but like I had beaten.
Didn't you put Trent in Cosmo?
No.
What did you put Trent in?
No, I put Trent in like a skill drain like rubby like deck, and then still won.
Draco prior to Draco.
What did you win?
I won like what was like a would be like a player of the year qualifier or something.
Do you reckon the deck has any life now?
No, because the skill drain's at 1.
Yeah, but
Yes,
there are others
that's-
that's like
no,
summon
that's the
limited. They can
problem.
only
It
be
was
one.
more of a comment on just some of the decks people were playing where I could just walk in with every floodgate and Trent.
Yeah, it's not so much that
How
Trent
did you
Drain
summon
was
Trent?
good.
Oh, it was
summon.
with Lone Fire Blossom, because Lone Fire Blossom works under.
Yeah, because it tributes his cost.
Yeah, and or whatever can search for an Earth monster, Giant Rat.
I've got Prismatic Train, right?
Yeah.
No, Hobby League.
Yeah,
I've got
so
Hobby League
you creature swap as well. Yeah, creature swap was a big thing as well. Where you go,
because you creature swap and then
you create.
take
So
the stuff,
I
destroy
was
it,
never winning
and then-
like with my own shit. I was always like creature swapping or some shit into.
I miss Creature Swap. Creature Swap in Yosenju was so great because you'd give him some shitty fucking Yosenju card, and then you'd get this awesome like Dark Destroyer or some shit, and then in the end phase it'd bounce back to your hand. And you're like, I loved it. It was so great.
Tell you
But
what, you need.
That deck never could beat Cosmo. Yosenju just couldn't beat Cosmo because all it does is target bounce.
Well, Cosmo was one of my good meta calls because that's like I had beaten Yahweh with Necroz, and like I'd beaten all the Necrozes that day because Cosmo were great, and then I lost to BA in the final. But my bad call with Cosmo was at YCS where Pepe.
Before you had Dark Destroyer, right?
No, I had Dark Destroyer. Well, that's the thing. Like in my theory going into that tournament was, I had the full Pepe deck as well.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I also was like, it's untested. I think I can dodge around enough negates with Cosmo and then just put up Dark Destroyer, and what the hell do they do against Dark?
Just negate the first thing.
Yeah, but if you have like multiples, and like that's it. Like obviously it was a flaw in my plan, even though I didn't lose that hard. But my opinion, like my theory was, hey, this deck's dominating the OCG, but we don't know what the TCG does. Rather than being a part of the whole group of people playing, the one deck, the Tier 0 deck, I'll try and maybe run the other deck that could maybe win. And I ran like anti-spells and stuff in the main.
Oh, that's a meta call though.
Yeah, well, still lost.
One meta call that I regret, that same Oceanics actually, where my terrible invoked Sky Striker thing failed to do anything. I then went into the side events at the regionals the next day with Metaphys and crushed every meta deck that I versed.
Should have played Metaverse in the thing.
Because that's the thing, like the biggest thing with Sky Strikers is they banished all your shit. What likes to be banished? Fucking Metaphys love to be banished. Banish me, please.
Banish me, daddy.
Yeah, look, I wasn't going to get there.
But biggest regret not doing that, because then I probably would have made Oshis.
We should try to make Trent.
No.
It'd be fun. We could do Trent and chill.
I could run Trent and Guru.
That's just floodgates featuring a tree.
Yeah, just...
That's the cool part. No,
It's not.
It's a tree with a human name.
Brother's
Trent.
Name. My brother's name's Trent.
Yes, is he a tree?
No,
we need Hollow Trent right now.
Yeah, when are we getting upgraded Trent? When are we
getting?
getting the archetype Trent?
It's called Sylvans.
It annoys me as well that actually no, we'll move on to Yahoo. I'll save this off. We'll save this off off stream.
All right,
off podcast.
Catch break, making a Trent and chill soon.
Sure. Anyway, Yahoo! I've combed through Yahoo to get the best Yu-Gi-Oh related questions, and obviously not the best. That's why I asked a Reddit related question before this.
What is this?
Yahoo!
I can
Answers
see it on the
user-
screen. What is this?
Yahoo! Answers user Heavy Metal asks, "What episodes has Yu-Gi-Oh?"
Is there any
Yeah,
secondary
so the top
question?
answer is there are like 5 different Yu-Gi-Oh series to choose from.
That also
That's true. And Melissa says GX is her fave. Well, Melissa, you're wrong. This is the California Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. Bye.